What is going on YouTube? This is AcidRoot. So welcome to part 13 of the Super Mario World playthrough. So basically in this particular saga we're going to get out of the 4 stages a bit and start getting towards the rest of the game like Choco Land and some of those type pitches. So I'd have to say I still feel like this is optimal viewing for like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, some stuff like that. Just getting like some pizzas or at least the After Effects. If you got pizza in the fridge, it's highly recommended. It's a good concept on a kickback. Spark one up, get like a frozen burrito, something like that, some of those type pitches, you know. One of my bigger complaints about the post-COVID times is just the fact that stores aren't open like 24 hours. I mean, shout out if you're in America and you live in like California or something. So I want to say that California has like McDonald's that are open 24 hours. Might be the case, might be in bigger cities like New York and Houston and some of those type places, Detroit, some of those type places might have a 24-hour McDonald's. Definitely a pretty good concept. I mean, I realize the concept of just something as simple as like a Big Mac and a Quarter Pounder and some of those type ones, but it's just the concept of supposing, you know, if you have a Pizza Hut that's open 24/7, it's a pretty excellent type concept. Because, you know, you do get hungry, people do eat at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's just kind of the concept about it. You know, where I live, they don't really be doing that. You have to, I mean, being in the heartland, you have to kind of, it's not full-blown complaint, but it's just kind of the concept that you have to kind of make your plans around the hour. So it's this kind of thing. But it's been like that ever since COVID. Like, Walmart is not open 24 hours. And they basically said that they may never do that again, which is a vast disappointment. Yeah, I want to say there's a bunch of deaths in this particular episode. I just kind of look after it like, for some reason, some of these stages gave me more trouble than I was expecting. I don't know why I died there. I think I needed the cape. I think that was kind of the problem, was I needed the cape to get to the bonus. There's a secret exit here, so it's just kind of the concept that's what I need. And, you know, I don't think I was going to get any further cape power-ups for the rest of the stage. That's kind of the thing, but, you know, for what it is, you know, just take it for... I'm not really in a rush to beat this game. I mean, I don't feel like this is going to be something speedrun-esque or just trying to... Like I said, it's going to be kind of similar to the Donkey Kong 3 playthrough, where it's just going to be the deaths or just take it as it happens. I mean, there might be some repetition. In some cases, it might reach monotony, just depending if you see a stage like 4 or 5 or even 6 times. But I just look after it. It's just, you know, I look after it. That's what Let's Plays on YouTube need to bring it back to. I mean, you'll get streamers nowadays that just do constant streams, but I just think in terms of like the old vintage Let's Play type format from like, you know, 2008, 2009, 2010 needs to have a return to form. It's kind of happens to be a thing. I don't know if I've recycled some of these things I've said, but it's just kind of the concept as far as doing it. So yeah, we do get to the next stage here. So good concepts, but so yeah, it's kind of basic kickback on a hot day, pitches like that, you know. Really not too much to report. It's kind of the concept about this particular channel. I mean, in the past, you know, I mean, I kind of feel like there has been something that's happened on the news. I mean, as of this moment, the Trump assassination kind of happened, which the reason I would talk about it, but it's a pretty red hot topic. This is kind of something that if you don't have, like, you know, you could say your 2 cents about it, but I don't really feel like a situation like a presidential candidate assassination as much as just putting 2 cents, like saying, oh, this situation, I rate this like a 7.25 out of 10 or something like that. It's just, I don't know, I feel like the, you know, folks probably would have to have a little bit more compatibility with like politics. You know, someone like Jon Stewart, those type folks would probably have the atmosphere talking. I mean, the last presidential candidate, I want to say that probably was close to getting assassinated was Ronald Reagan, which was before I was born, but I want to say that was somewhere in the 80s. It's either, I don't remember, I think it was when he was on the campaign, like 1980 or 84 or something, but, so yeah, there's that. This for folks circa, if you wonder what was going on around this time, if you see this like years from now, is the concept just a little bit after when that particularly kind of happened, but it kind of happens to be a thing, but so yeah, it's just pretty hot day, pitches like that, just kicking back, you know. I still need to get that next game here. I'm just trying to figure out as to when, you know, that thing crushed me. It's kind of the situation. It's kind of expecting to outrun it. That's a real bastard of a stage. I mean, some of these stages, they started to ramp up. These particular ones, they started to ramp up. They just kind of... I feel like this game is one of the more balanced, difficult games. That's one thing I like about Super Mario World, is it's tough, but it doesn't do it in like such a format where you really get angry. Like, I've been mad at this game before, but not to the point where I've wanted to like break a controller remote or like the game or the console or something like that. I just would have to say it's just like, you know, it's understandable for the most part, just because the way that Nintendo kind of presents this game to you, it teaches you what you need to do in the stage, then you just have to do it. But not every game does that. You know, Donkey Kong 3 pissed me off a lot more. That one was just one where I felt like some of the mechanics wound up being cheap. I mean, it's a great game also, but it's just one that can really cause resentment. But yeah, like I was saying, like the concept, I still need to get this next, like game figured out. I said in an earlier episode that I was going to purchase another game to kind of have as like a side venture on top of doing this one. It's just kind of the concept. I just haven't quite as full-blown been in the mood to juggle more games, because I want to update more over here, but I just haven't been as game-centric as in previous years. It's just kind of concept. Like, I think I said this when I first came back in 2024 doing some of these videos, that Super Mario World here is like a pet project. It's not like the main focus. And I've kind of taken a vacation from Acidic Roots for a bit, you know, not to spoil anything there, but it's just kind of, there's no videos on the forecast for Acidic Roots in July of 2024, so I just would have to say, but yeah, just haven't been too game-centric in mind. Just been kind of focusing on, like, you know, just like music and things like that, I'd have to say. It was just kind of the concept of, as a result, you know, I do feel like it, and there is that exit above that red door. If you can do like the cape spin jump, you can actually go a lot further. I mean, Nintendo didn't really augment that much in this game, but it's too bad that they didn't, because that probably could have led to like, it's really, it just gives you a bunch of one-ups or something. But if you do manage to do it, I'm really not that good at that cape spin jump. Like, I'm sure if you see like a playthrough, there's probably someone else out there on YouTube that's gotten that particular exit, but I'm really not good at flying in this game. You know, using the cape in this game and actually going more than just like the standard flying. But actually being able to fly through the whole stage, never been able to do that. This will admit that I'm not a pro at the cape in this particular game, you know. Like when they have it, the first stage where you see, there's like some stage where it has like markers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with coins and that sort of stuff. And they want to see, they test you, see how far you can fly. Not able to do it, and I'll admit it. But yeah, there was something else I was going to say there, and I forgot what it was. But yeah, that basic secret area, they should have augmented more type things to kind of gotten there as far as trying to say, like, you know, some bonus stuff. This game really needs like a true sequel, and I said that in a previous one when I talked about the ROM hack, but just being able to say, I mean, Nintendo, this was their cream of the crop, just as far as that kind of went. It's just kind of the concept that, I don't know, this one, it's just one of the best games. It really is, but it's just kind of, you know, and it's not too cutesy either. That's the thing about it. This is a casual game. This is someone that like football players can play. This is someone that like people who work at, you know, office, you know, Home Depot, or like have worked at like, you know, who work in like at like a courthouse, you know, you would almost think that someone who'd been like a judge for like the past 16 years, someone that is an actual judge or something like that could probably play this game, or say that they've at least they played it back in their college years or something like that. It's just kind of a good concept. It's a pretty universal type game, just would have to suppose. But yeah, I had another point that I was trying to say here and I lost it. That was probably about a couple minutes ago that I was trying to talk about that. But just being able to say, yeah, me talking about the bonus kind of game here that I'm going to wind up doing. It's something yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I just haven't been as game-centric as far as this particularly kind of went. But, you know, this is kind of a pet project, and I do have another Super Nintendo game that's coming after this one. Actually, a couple, but it just kind of happens to be the format. I really feel like I can't project whether I'll beat this game by the end of summer. Probably will not. There's still at least another 5-6 more episodes as far as that pitch kind of goes, but actually more than 5. This is going to be more than a 20-part playthrough. I mean, there's still Chocolate Land, the 7th world, the Valley of Bowser world, and then the Star Road, and then the special lands. That's just kind of, there's at least 4 more worlds. It takes me 3 episodes to get at least those done. That's another 12, so it's approximately about 25 more worlds that have to happen there as far as that pitch kind of goes. So yeah, this is going to be a relatively lengthy one, but I am going to get all the stages because that's how you get 100%. But this would have to say, once again, this is just the After Effects. Definitely, if you're similar to like Beavis and Butthead, some of those type pitches, just getting like corn nuts and frozen burritos, some of those type things, let's say, yeah, you could hit up a gas station, leave this on, come back, have a frozen burrito, something like that, and it just would be good. But yeah, subscribe for more fun, folks. See you next time.